Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we talking about here, I got a clip to show you, and Black women y'all can't handle marriages. Y'all can't handle healthy relationships. I do believe that you're actually ashamed of having them. I've got a clip that I want you guys to hear, and then we're going to come back and we're going to really cook. So let me go ahead. Let me share this. Here we go.
The longest I have been in a relationship with a man was 13 years. We built a home, we raised a child, and therefore I believe I have a fair amount of knowledge on what it takes as a woman to maintain a long-term relationship with a man. And whether you agree with me or not, I'm going to give you 4 things. The list is by no means exhaustive. Number 1, we have to know how to submit to our partner. Number 2, we have to allow our man to lead. Number 3, we have to be incredibly patient with our partner. We have to be patient in his choices, in communication, in his career, in his financial increase. And number 4, we can't really over-sexualize ourselves. We have to conduct ourselves like a wife. Now, my issue is, why do women who are in relationships never really discuss submission and allowing their man to lead? Is it because they're embarrassed? Is it because this radical wave of feminism has made them mute on what they're actually doing behind closed doors? And if that's the case, are they doing a disservice to single women?
We're going to go ahead and stop sharing. And she made a couple of decent points here. She said she shared 4 things, right? Knowing how to submit, letting a man lead, although I don't like that terminology. You don't let a man lead. A man is just leading. Whether or not you follow is on you. Patience, right? And it's really patience in his leadership. And your wifely conduct not being overly sexualized. And it was an interesting point. Like she said, it's not exhaustive. But let's go through those points, right? Because submission is a 4-letter word to hyenas. Because with that word brings a certain amount of shame that they have with themselves. They are ashamed of even the concept of being submissive or having even a submissive type of outlook. Like, it upsets them. They get upset with it. They don't like it at all, right? And any of the connotations that go with it. Let me explain submission in part. And this isn't even exhaustive, what I'm about to say. But part of submission involves first being able to recognize which of the 4 P's your man is giving you at any given time. Okay? Recognizing which one of the 4 P's that your man is giving you at any given time, because at all times he's giving you one or more. He's giving you one or a combination of them at any given time. And I find that only a woman that is a lioness, only a woman in her feminine energy can actually see his 4 P's for what they are and not have this warped interpretation of what they are, right? So let me give you an example. If your man is saying things like, Tell me when you're planning on leaving the house and like where you're going. If you're in your masculine hyena back-footed energy, you're going to look at that as a form of abusive control. Why he want to know where I'm at? You know, you just want to keep tabs on me. You're going to see it negatively, and you're going to fight against it, and you're going to dishonor his protection. You're going to dishonor that that P. You're going to dishonor him giving it to you. You're going to be ungrateful for it. You're going to essentially deny him. You're going to deny his protection of you. You're going to remove his covering of you in that regard, because you're going to fight against it, or you're going to disobey it, or you're going to feel like you don't need to. If he says, I don't like you going outside with certain clothes on. Well, you met me with these clothes on. See, now he's giving you a combination. He's giving you a combo of protect and procreate, right? If he says, I don't like my wife going out with all these provocative clothes on, it's not that he don't find you attractive. It's that, why are you trying to be attractive outside of him? Outside of attracting him. It's like a peacock that flashing its feathers, but it's already got a mate. You see what I'm saying? The purpose of the flashing of the feathers is to get the mate. That's the purpose of it. So now you peacocking again, but you got the mate. So what are you doing? And when you in back-footed energy, what you do is, he not my daddy. You can't tell me what to wear. You can't do da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm denying your protection of me. I'm denying your love for me. I'm denying the way in which you're choosing to show that you care about my welfare and what's going on with me. That's your procreation, and I'm denying it. If you are in your feminine energy, you see that for what it is. If he tell you, I don't need my wife out past a certain hour, out running the street, that's his protection of you. Because if something happened to you, everybody's looking to him as to where he was at and what he was doing while things was going on with you, while things was happening to you, or while things were happening with the kids. They're going to look to him because he's responsible for you. And if you are in your feminine energy, you understand that. And not only do you understand that, you are a good recipient of it. You are a good steward of it. You are a good custodian of his 4 P's. So when he comes to you for your insight and there's a problem to be solved, if you a hyena, you're trying to solve his problem. If you are a feminine woman, you're giving him insight so he can solve his own problem. Like the late Kevin Samuels used to tell you, put your D away. Put it away. That is submission. Stop focusing on the negative thing and focus on the positive thing. Stop focusing on what part of this you're not getting, if anything, because women can make stuff up. The second thing she said was allowing a man to lead. Like I said, I don't like that terminology because I think that it's condescending. Because the thing about it is, when a man is a leader, he's not waiting on you to follow it. He's leading. Whether or not you're a good follower is on you. Whether or not you choose to follow him, that's on you. If you're a good follower, if you display good followership, you'll find yourself more and more ingratiated into his life. If you are a bad follower and you have bad followership, you'll find yourself less and less invited into his life until you're excluded from it. That's what you'll find. So it's not about letting a man lead. I don't like that. He's leading. You follow or not. That's on you. That's for you to decide. Then she went into patience, and then she talked about patience with his decisions and things like that. That's patience in his leadership. That entails trust in him And a lot of hyenas are going to be like, oh, well, you know, if you don't trust him, his leadership, why are you there? Nobody never want to answer that question. You with a man you don't trust in his leadership, well, what you there for? Getting something else out of him that you think you need out of that relationship, all at the same time not respecting who he is and what he do. And when you think you've gotten your feel of whatever it is you're trying to get out of this relationship, you're going to leave him like a piece of garbage. And he'll have to pick up the pieces like Corey Hardrick is having to do. Y'all some dishonest little snakes. Y'all some snakes. It's disgusting. Then she's talked about over-sexualizing yourself and wifely conduct. You cannot carry yourself like a 304. You can be his private 304, but you cannot carry yourself in any way, shape, or form in a public eye like a 304. You can't have that energy. You can't have that action. You can't do it. This is enough. Going back to Tia again, in the article I read in the last video that I did about her when I was reading, and she talked about, oh, well, he don't want me to do TikTok challenges. He doesn't want his wife being seen a certain way, not by the outside. He can see you that way behind closed doors, but not everybody else. And y'all don't understand the art of privacy. Y'all don't understand privacy in your relationship. Some stuff is just between you and your husband. That's part of the marriage, that things become, that there's a sanctity to it. You already defiling it because in this culture, nobody's a virgin and nobody's being given away by their fathers and families anymore. So there's already a taint to it. And then y'all taint it more. Nothing is private. Nothing is sacred. You'll flash yourself anywhere. You'll be sexy anywhere. You'll display that energy for everybody else to consume. That's a powerful energy. A woman's sexual energy is powerful. It's palpable. It's persuasive. You can change a man's whole thought pattern for the day with your sexuality. Your husband can come in and be thinking and focusing on one thing. All you got to do is come bounce through with that little booty. You know, drop him a look that for a minute, even if it don't last all day, he gone. Change his whole. Whoa, wait a minute. Do that again. He could be somewhere tight, upset, jaw tight. You come in and be like, I got my knee pads ready. Here we go. Whatever he was tight about, he ain't tight about that right now. And matter of fact, you coming through with that sexuality and that powerful femininity might actually help him to resolve an issue that he's been thinking about all day that's been frustrating him. And that problem may not have nothing to do with you. It's called post-coitus clarity for a reason. You can give him some clarity. You'll find some vision then. It's powerful. It's not for everybody. Once you get married, it's for your husband. Your sexual energy belongs to him. It belongs to him. To utilize and do with as he will and as you will. But y'all don't understand that because that part of your sexual market value has been tainted by thought culture and hoe culture. So every time you think of sex, you think of humiliation and transaction. You don't think of love and purpose and satisfaction. You don't think about them things. And y'all are ashamed of having a normal, healthy relationship. You're ashamed to say, if you are having a successful marriage, you actually ashamed to say what you do to keep your man. because you don't want to be called a pick-me. You don't want to be called a doormat. You don't want to be called stupid. See, the gynocracy got y'all out here thinking that it's a flex to divorce. That's why y'all so happy about Tia. And it's not, it's a shameful thing to keep your marriage. It's a flex to get rid of it. That's how backwards it is. That ain't backwards. I don't know what it is. It's a flex now for women to leave healthy, successful marriages. If we going by what Tia said about her marriage, she said, oh, it was a success, so why you leave? What you leave it for? Prove you could drop it and it don't mean nothing to you? Shouldn't mean nothing to you. You got so many females running around here. Marriage isn't really a goal and it's not really something. Shut up. Shut up. That's why y'all miserable. Because you operate outside your natures. You're scared of the gynocracy. You're scared of other hyenas and what they gonna say to you and about you when you say, yeah, I do this to keep my man. I am actually submissive with my husband in this relationship. Girl, you what? Y'all so weak-minded. Feminism got y'all straight up jelly bags. Y'all so weak-minded. You ain't got no strength of character. You ain't got no type of backbone or integrity to stand on your own 2 feet and stand on what you doing. Feminism got y'all straight shame to have healthy relationships. Y'all can't handle marriage. You can't handle healthy relationships. You can't handle it. That's why 80% of y'all file for divorce, because you can't handle the load of that. And let me draw everybody's attention to Black Lives Matter petition that we have against the organization for their more than $100 million theft in donated funds. I want to report that we've actually completed the first 2 steps of our 6-step initiative, and I could not be happier because we actually were able to have circulate the global press release about the petition. So we're getting like 1 million eyes on this petition, and our goal for it was 100,000 signatures. So we should be able to actually achieve that goal. I'm actually looking forward to that. If you want to become part of holding Black Lives Matter accountable, please go into the description box, click the link for the petition, sign it, share it, and contribute to it as well. Also jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.